I hate to break it to you, but these 5 hair care mistakes could be the reasons for your extreme hair fall. Hi everyone, my name is Salmin. I'm a chemist and an esthetician. In my channel, I share easy skincare tips and product recommendations. So make sure you subscribe to my channel to be a part of my fantastic skincare community. Also, don't forget to press the like button if you find this video helpful. The first mistake is not shampooing enough. I know there are many debates about how often you should wash your hair, but I can assure you that not washing your hair enough can cause extreme hair fall. Let me explain why. Our scalp, like our skin, constantly produces natural oil or sebum. This sebum protects your scalp and hair and keeps them healthy and moisturized. So generally, sebum is a good stuff, right? But the problem arises when your scalp starts to accumulate sebum. This accumulation of sebum on your hair follicle or on your scalp can happen in 2 ways. First, when you have an overproduction of sebum, and second, when you don't get rid of the sebum that's already on your hair follicle or on your scalp. Means you don't wash your hair regularly. This is dangerous because this extra sebum closes the hair follicle and this causes hair fall. Imagine this like clogging your pores and causing acne. Not only this buildup of sebum can provoke the dandruff causing microbe named Malassezia globosa. That sounded like a Harry Potter spell. This bacteria can break down the sebum and cause irritation, itching on your scalp. Yuck. That's why washing your hair is essential to get rid of these excess oils or sebum as well as dirt and product buildup. This is even more serious for people with oily scalp. An oily scalp suffers the most from itching irritation when they don't wash it regularly and properly. Even if you don't have an oily scalp, not washing your hair often can still damage your scalp and cause extreme hair fall. So a rule of thumb is for normal hair, you should wash your hair at least 4 times a week. And if you have an oily scalp, your hair might need to be washed daily in some cases. The second mistake is heat styling without any protection. It's hard to imagine a life without any heat stylers like a hair dryer, hair straightener or curling iron. They are an essential part of our hairstyling, right? But unfortunately, these hair styling tools can damage your hair and cause hair fall. So does that mean you have to stop using them? No, I'm not saying that. Instead, what you can do is invest in a good heat protecting serum or spray. So why are they worth investing in? Well, it can be explained by explaining how your hair is formed. Each strand of your hair is essentially a tube with an inner cortex and a protective outer layer called cuticle held together by delicate proteins. When the cuticle layer is perfectly intact, the hair is very shiny. It doesn't tend to break. As a result, you experience less hair fall. Now, too much heat can permanently damage the cuticle, resulting in extreme hair fall because it weakens your hair strand. Here come heat protectors to rescue. The hair protectant or heat protectant, either spray or serum, forms a thin film on the hair surface. This process helps to slow down heat and conduction and distribute the heat more evenly. This means that hair will heat up gradually rather than suddenly to lessen the shock, resulting in a less or minor hair fall. So which one to choose? Well, I can suggest you my one. I'm currently using the Keratine Thermique heat protector. It has keratin, the best ingredient for any hair type, and ceramide also. Ceramide is pretty hydrating, so having that ingredient helps your hair to have that extra shine. And the best part is it smells incredible, but be aware, it's not cheap. It's pretty expensive. The third mistake is forgetting your scalp. The scalp is composed of 5 layers. The outermost layer is skin. So like your facial skin, it also has sebaceous gland and it also produces oil or sebum. But the difference between your scalp skin and your facial skin that your scalp has more sebaceous gland than your facial skin. So it produces more sebum as well as it tends to get more oily. So more sebaceous glands means more sebum sebum, it means there is a higher chance of the follicles getting clogged. One way to prevent this is keeping your scalp clean, which I already talked about, but there is another trick. I know when it comes to facial skin exfoliation, most of you are aware of it, and I know some of you do exfoliation regularly. But did you know that your hair scalp requires exfoliation too? I was also blown away when I learned about that, but I have started exfoliating my scalp and I can already see some results, and my scalp is much better than before. My scalp has always been oily and it used to get sebum buildup pretty quickly, but now it is much better. So how does exfoliating scalp help? Exfoliating your scalp prevents hair fall as it unclogs the follicles, nourishes the skin, and the massage that comes with it stimulates blood circulation. Trust me, exfoliation is best for those who have an oily scalp or someone who uses many hair care products and lives in a humid area where your scalp sweats a lot. There are two types of exfoliants to consider. Physical exfoliants, which involves a granular substance such as sugar, salt or clay, and chemical exfoliants that includes various acids that act as solvents for excessive oil and debris. But if you ask me which one I prefer, I will always say that I like a physical scrub on my scalp because I think they're quite budget friendly and work better than the chemical ones. I'm currently using the physical exfoliating mask from Share Moisture. It has bamboo and charcoal and is best for any scalp type. I have oily scalp, as I mentioned. This one is working wonders for me, and bamboo is pretty gentle, so if you don't know your scalp type or if you have like a normal or dry scalp, this one will even work for you. The fourth mistake is air drying your hair. Many people think that air drying hair is good for hair, but this is a myth. When you wet your hair, it changes the molecular structure of the strand straight away. The hair absorbs 30% of its weight in water and the strand swells up. The longer your hair stays wet, the worse things get as it continues to swell. So when you air dry your hair, the swelling of your hair strand keeps continuing, and this repetitive swelling cracks something called the cell membrane complex, the glue which holds the cuticle together permanently, and this results hair damage. That's why it is better to dry your hair quickly with a dryer than natural drying. But that doesn't mean you apply a blow dryer on your entirely wet hair. No, that will damage the hair even more. The best way is to wait till your hair is almost 70 to 80% dry, then put your dryer on the coolest setting, not the hot setting, okay? And blow your hair dry. Remember, while drying, you have to keep the dryer about 6 inches away from hair at all times and move it around continuously. And the last mistake, which is major one, but I know many people avoid it, is not doing a scalp massage. Scalp massages not only feel good but also prevent hair fall. How? Well, scalp massages dilate the blood vessels underneath your scalp, and this improves blood circulation. It also allows more blood to rush through your head, delivering more nutrients and removing waste products from your hair follicles. With better blood circulation and more nutrients, your hair follicles are more likely to stay strong and grow. You can do a scalp massage before bed to keep your hair and scalp healthy. You don't have to do anything fancy. Use the fingertips of both hands to apply light to medium pressure on your scalp, moving in small circles for 5 minutes, and see how it changes everything. So my friends, these were the 5 mistakes that can cause extreme hair fall. I hope you learned something new and enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to press the like button and subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on my socials. The handles are given right here. My name is Salmeen and I'll catch you on my next one. Until then, ciao!